So, just like I said, you just seen Joe Manchin and another centrist Democrat block the filibuster thing, right? Because, like I keep saying, I will always say, as long as Joe Manchin is in the Senate, that the Democrats are not in the majority. They are in the minority with Joe Manchin. You get what I'm saying? Joe Manchin doesn't give a damn about no damn bipartisanship. He's just a Republican that is acting like a Democrat, holding stuff up. You get what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be in the majority with this slim margin going on and having Joe Manchin be the deciding factor between it all. And that's the reason why McConnell stopped fighting about the whole situation, because he already knew. He already knew what was going to happen. He already knew that he could count on Joe Manchin, and he already knew he could count on a number of Democrats to back him up, because Democrats usually fold and go Republicans' way, but Republicans never fold and go Democrats' way. Okay, so I keep making this video because, Democrats are not in the majority. They are not. Okay, so to get any progress, you would need D.C. to become a state, to get those two senators, to take Joe Manchin out of being a deciding factor of a lot of stuff. And Joe Manchin is not going to vote along with doing that. He's not going to take himself out of power. He's not going to vote for D.C. or Puerto Rico to be a state to potentially or most likely take himself out of being the deciding factors on a lot of decisions being made. He's not going to do that. He's not going to vote for the filibuster, and he's not going to vote for D.C. to become a state to take himself out of being a deciding factor on a lot of different issues. So we might as well just, wait to get a bigger margin. But if Democrats don't bring home something for the American people, or something for working class people, or make good on a lot of the promises that they made, they're going to lose the Senate in the next 2 years. Because history tells us that that's how it usually goes. When Democrats make promises, they get voted in. Just like, it happened with Bill Clinton in 1992. He lost Congress in 1994. Then it happened with Obama when he lost the Senate in 2010. And so it'll happen again. You guys. So history tells us that you'll most likely lose the Senate in the next 2 years if Joe Biden doesn't come through. You know what I mean? And so I see Biden trying to do some stuff to try to make good, but he really has to, bring something to the table to keep this slim majority and widen it a little bit more, just so you could kill the filibuster and just drive that junk and just get your votes every time. You know what I mean? But from what I see about Democrats and what I've learned about Democrats is that all these Democrats and Republicans are in bed together. And Democrats don't want to win. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to win for the American people. They'll literally have somebody play the fall guy, and they'll use people, and they'll play political theater and use people for an excuse not to get things done. And that's what happens all the time. You know what I mean? They use somebody who's not afraid to, somebody who's not afraid to be the fall guy will be the fall guy, and that'll be Joe Manchin. And of course, McConnell doesn't give a damn. Especially if it doesn't affect their political career, they're not running for re-election or something like that. They will screw you over and take the hit and look like the bad guy and won't care. You get what I'm saying? So, Democrats are all theater. They're actors. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, they'll all be in bed together. You see, as soon as Democrats get in power, Chuck Schumer talking about a power sharing agreement. What the hell is that? So it's just like, you just already know that these people are in bed together. You get what I'm saying? All of this fighting back and forth, these people are in cahoots, man, with each other. They're in bed with each other. They know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Um, you know, you got a bunch of whack jobs and that's making decisions, and it's just crazy, crazy.